Right, ake sikubingelele sikwamukele sawubona igama lami ngingumfanelo uphenyi Bheshu ngingowakwaDzanibe isibongo. Kulolu suku ke lwanamhlanje njengalokho ke siza kuwe bukhoma sikwethulela umbiko lapho ke sizothi uhulumeni wesifundazwe saseGauteng oholwa ke uyena ke undunankulu walesi sifundazwe umhlonishwa uPanyaza Lesufi kanjalo ke nongqongqoshe bakhe namuhla banikeza ke itifikethi abantu abasha abangaphansi ke kohlelo olubizwa ukuthi ke nasi ispani uzokhumbula ukuthi ke labantu abasha bezonikezwa itifikethi nje ngalolu hlelo ke lokugraduate lapho sikhona sise University yase Johannesburg lapha ke endaweni ke yase Soweto. Singaqinisekisa ukuthi ke abafundi okuyibona abangabantu abasha abebengasebenza bangena ke kulolu hlelo bezothi ke nasi ispani balinganiselwa ku 2600 kanti ke futhi okunye singakubalula ukuthi ke bebefakwe ke ezikoleni ezila kulesi sifundazwe saseGauteng ezingamashumi ayisikhombisa nomuvo 71 ukusho ukuze ke bekwazi ukuthi ke befunde noma behlomule ngamakhono. Kulolu suku ke lwanamhlanje kusemphelandaba kulolu suku lwanamhlanje ke sibafisele ke inhlanhla futhi ke sibabongele ukuthi ke bakwazile ukuthi ke bayibandakanye nalo lolu hlelo. Ake singene ngaphakathi ukuze ke sibone ukuthi ke kwenzakalani.
In Mozambique. In fact, to the contrary, they received those skills in the Republic of South Africa. We are in a country that has been deliberate over the years in training our people as artisans. I'm very proud today, Comrade Premier, that you took this decision to give our young people an instrument that will help them to put food on the table. Those who are doing carpentry, I also did a bit of it. Mariarona nebitiwa woodwork at high school. I did woodwork because apartheid education structured us in that fashion. But that was an introduction to carpentry, and I'm proud that some of you as carpenters are going to make a lot of money. Where are you going to make the money? It's an important question. Government of the city of Johannesburg is involved in major developmental projects which are called mega mixed housing projects. And the projects we build now, we also build kitchens. As we deliver on social housing, as we deliver on RDPs, as we deliver on flips, we build kitchens. And carpenters have an opportunity to look and find for those contracts. So the city must then be deliberate on how do we create space for this particular cohort to find that opportunity because it's already there. We do a lot of plumbing. We're experiencing 10,000 bursts every month, both on sewer, on water, throughout Johannesburg. Plumbers would have an opportunity, and the city of Johannesburg must create an environment conducive for this cohort to find space and test your skills and deliver on helping us to deal with our plumbing challenges in Johannesburg. So I want to wish you good luck and success. Mdimuna lelona, none of you uloiwe. When the opportunities are not there, Oscar uloiwe. We have now given you a tool to use that tool to find something to put food on the table. Awaloyiwa. Premier ufile chance, ufile opportunity. Zamande lolwana because buphilo kabubona kentwa. Impilo yimpi, sonke sambeni siyoyilwa lempi. We cannot just sit and do nothing. The Secretary General of the ANC always says, uzothola kanjani uhleli ekhoneni. So ngiyanicela nani sukumani ngeenyawo, sending a tool nine-experience you have been given, so hambani niyolo. Premier kokugcina nyabonga mfowethu ukuthi uze nale program nama-colleagues wakho ni-implement. Ungadinwa maningi ama-program kusamele siwayenze ukuthuthukisa imiphakathi yethu. Ngibonge kakhulu, nginifisela inhlanhla la ngiphuma khona kule sonto leli lishaya isigubhu bavele bathi mndimi walethe handle. Amen.
I did not know that the mayor is a man of God, but nonetheless we say amen to you too. At this point in time, I'm going to ask the lady who was given the responsibility to coordinate and make sure that all of us who are in this room, at any time we were able to be directed to respective training centers. And she coordinated this project so well. And her name is none other than Advocate Alison Bankston, the Deputy Director General in the Department of Education. Can we welcome her on stage, ladies and gentlemen, as she comes to talk to us about the program. But let me tell you what she will do. After she has spoken and given an overview, she will also introduce the video that must play, and she will tell us what to do.
Thank you, Program Director. Honorable Premier of the Gauteng Province, Mr. Panyaza Lesufi, and the special advisors to the Premier, all the MECs present, Executive Mayor and Deputy Executive Mayor of the City of Johannesburg, DG, Director General of the Province, and Program Director of the Day, the CEOs of Matthew Goniwe and Saibono and their boards, all officials in government, representatives from government and partner organizations, all the site managers, principals, and trainers of the UISDI program who are present, distinguished guests, parents and guardians, and most importantly, the participants of the UISDI initiative. Good morning. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who are in the house. So my job is just to give you a brief overview of the program. And it started in July of 2025 when the Premier convened all the principals of schools that offer technical subjects in the province, 113 of these principals. And the Premier presented his vision, and the vision was saying that he wants to utilize, in order to provide skills to the unemployed youth, he wants to leverage off the existing infrastructure that government owns, which is the 113 schools that offer technical subjects, and to utilize our teachers to train the unemployed youth in the province. The utilization of these 113 schools was also to be able to make sure that we are able to decentralize the sites of training so that you as participants would not have to use money to travel to the different sites. The Premier then entrusted the GDE with the responsibility of coordinating the program, and we embraced the opportunity and immediately commenced with the consultation and planning processes to implement the UISDI program under the umbrella of Nasispani 2.0. This was done in collaboration with Saibono, Matthew Goniwe, and GCRA. In terms of how we recruited our participants, yourselves. The participants were selected from more than 550,000 applicants from the GCRA Nasispani database. SMSs were sent to more than 78,000 applicants who met the minimum requirements as per the entrance criteria for the various training courses. More than 15,000 of the applicants responded positively. The recruitment process took place between the 1st of August 2025 and the 5th of September 2025. Prospective participants were invited to training sites within their communities to complete the formal applications. Verification processes were conducted in collaboration with the Provincial Treasury to confirm applicants' authenticity and eligibility. A total of 2,810 applicants were targeted for the program. However, this target was not reached during the initial recruitment process because not all the training sites managed to reach the allocated number of participants. The authenticity and eligibility of the additional participants was also reviewed and approved before being formally placed at training sites. Ultimately, we had a total of 2,686 participants enrolled in the program. Unfortunately, some participants did drop out of the program, and it's not all for bad reasons. Some of them got jobs and were able to pursue their career paths. And some were obviously, we then replaced some of them. In total, we have a total of 2,613 participants who completed the training program, which means that we only had a dropout of about 73 participants. The program focused on relevant, high-demand technical skills. So these are the courses: welding and metalwork, automotive, in other words, doing basic car services, tire change, oil change, brake pad replacements. We also offered plumbing, domestic plumbing, power systems, domestic installations, electronics, repair of electrical appliances such as kettles, irons, washing machines, etc., painting and decoration, woodworking and carpentry, bricklaying and plastering, tiling and paving, as well as grass cutting and landscaping. The training program ran for 40 days from the 6th of September 2025 until the 31st of January 2026. And it happened on Saturdays and during school holidays. We used a blended approach to the training, combining classroom theory with intensive practical training, entrepreneurship development, and completion of projects. Portfolio of evidence that was also developed. So all these activities were documented and packaged into an individual participant's portfolio of evidence. Curriculum development was aligned with labor market needs and benchmarked against the Quality Council for Trades and Occupation Standards, the QCTO. This ensured that the participants received training that was credible, relevant, and responsive to industry expectations. A key strength of the program was the collaboration with industry partners who came on board to assist with the endorsement of the certificates. It must be emphasized that the certificates are not accredited. They are, however, endorsed by industry, by our industry partners and associations, reinforcing the credibility and relevance of the training provided. And our partners were from the South African Institute of Civil Engineers, the South African Institute of Electrical Engineers, the National Home Builders Registration Council, the Electrical Contractors Association of South Africa, and a number of others that we also partnered with. The implementation of the program had 3 phases: a planning and program setup phase, training, delivery, and skills development, and monitoring and evaluation. The monitoring and evaluation formed an essential part of the implementation. We had a total of 40 monitors conducting regular assessments across the 71 sites to ensure compliance with safety standards, curriculum delivery, and quality of training. With regards to performance, the UISDI has demonstrated strong relevance and dual benefits for both the participants and the schools. Visible outcomes include electrical repairs and infrastructure maintenance and refurbishment, such as painting, paving, and tiling work completed at schools that served as training sites. Young people gained practical experience while schools benefited from infrastructure improvements and maintenance and refurbishment projects. We had, during the course of the program, whilst the participants were still in the training component, one of the site managers, they managed to get from one of the sites participants to work with a company that was doing tiling. And they did that outside of the training program, but they earned some money during the course of being able to do that. The program did present some operational challenges which were dealt with speedily through the intervention measures put in place by the core team. In conclusion, it is important to highlight that we have learned lessons during the implementation of this program, which we will apply in future projects. And Premier, we would have loved to have been to show you, because we had prepared that all the sites would bring one of the areas that they excelled in to come and do an exhibition, but hopefully we'll be able to show that at a later stage. Thank you very much. So we're going to show a video now, and the video shows some of the experience, the training that has been conducted by the trainers in the different courses that were offered. And we hope that you will find it as inspiring as we did as well. So I'm hoping that they're going to put up the video.
Meet the young, driven, and unstoppable youth of our community. In the Gauteng province, a spirit of resilience and determination is igniting change. Join us as we explore the stories, challenges, and triumphs of our youth, and discover how they are working together to build a brighter future.
So, re bereka ka maplanka, and re dira different things ka maplanka, yes. As you can see, from last week, actually, we were doing coffee tables. Yeah, so today, get it touch up fela, and then ready finisher. Then
initiative ena e good ka o thusa unemployment re na le yona, because the skill sets abana ba ka tswela pele ka tsona ba bula the businesses, yeah, and stuff, yeah.
We started actually with hand tools before we went to power tools, and it was a great learning experience because we learned a lot of things.
For a lady, I am really thankful and grateful because this work ladies don't normally do, so I'm grateful that I can do what men can do. What we do here, we work with guillotine machines, we work with make, we work with bending machines.
Actually, what I'm doing, I'm doing this skill that is called automotive. It actually deals with cars. It deals with engines. It deals with actually major services of a car and minor services of a car.
There's not a lot of females in the automotive industry. And I was really interested in, learning more about your engines, about certain parts of cars.
I would say domestic installation course takes you through the basic home wiring stuff, like your socket outlets, your plugs, your lights, your switches, and stuff like that.
Kwamele uqinisekise ukuthi each and every machine we are using, you have to test it first before you start your project or whatever you are doing.
I was like, now I know even how to connect better and do better for myself in the house, should anything trip or should something not work out appropriately in the house.
Okay, feeling it was much great because I've learned more of skills. Because it's like if you come when building anything about building, because I'm doing building and plastering. So now I know everything about building and plastering. I can make bricks, I can plaster, I can do paving, I can do everything. I have skills now.
At first it was very difficult. I'm not a handsy person. Manual labor is not something I usually do. But after a while I understood the procedures and the processes that had to take place and how important it is to take your time when you're learning and to always ask for help when you're confused or you feel disheartened and discouraged that you're not doing it right, and also understanding that failing is a part of the process.
I take the leer delivery program as an installer van die grass cutters, home for break the gravel and spurt and om die bome sny en alles.
And then now we're doing paving and tiling. So it has been a very good experience, and I got the chance to learn that there's not only males who can do construction, even as females we have the power to do so.
So we have the paints that are different, including both the water paint and the oil paint. And then I was also having to explain to them that what are the benefits of using water paint and the benefit of using oil paint.
And for me personally, I feel the course helped me in a way that it wouldn't have, because I've been struggling to find a job, and it created an opportunity in my life, like providing a skill, because normally I know skills are kind of hard to come by and you pay for skills. So I'm just glad that Nasi Spani provided us with the foundation.
With the UI-SDI program, we were told it's going to be a program that's going to empower the youth with skills, with knowledge. Has empowered everybody else with skills. All those that were a part of this program, they have now necessary skills to go and start something for themselves when they come back or when the program is done. The program is a brilliant program. It keeps the youth off the street, so it is a very beneficial program. We are happy to be a part of it, and we really hope that it goes on in future.
Congratulations to the Unemployed Youth Skills Development Initiative of the province of Gauteng. Can we give a round of applause to all of you who participated? Can we give a round of applause to all of the trainers that made sure that we acquired the skills? Can we give a round of applause to all of the facilities that just opened their doors to ensure that you and I can get into that space and be able to use it? Thank you very much for all of these. I can see that we have skilled people in this room, Premier. When I acknowledged people earlier on, I forgot to acknowledge, and sometimes we take it for granted that it's because they are on duty. I did not acknowledge the law enforcement officers that are here. I want to acknowledge all of our law enforcement officers who are here, and it is our apology that I did not recognize you at that point, and thanks again for continuing to keep us safe. Now that you have seen the video, now that you have seen those that have spoken, and sometimes you might say, it's only a film. We have brought some of them here so that you can see them face to face. Eh? But before we do that, and before you also think that all of these other industry partners are fly-by-nights, help me to welcome on stage the Chief Executive Officer, CEO, of the South African Institute of Electrical Engineers, Mr. Lianetse Matutwane, to come and tell us about how they collaborate. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this gentleman called the CEO. If you want to be a CEO, this is what you must look like. Mr. Matutwane, please.
You are too kind, Program Director, but we acknowledge. Thank you very much. Honorable Premier of Gauteng Province, Mr. Panyaza Lesufi. Honorable MEC for Education and Sports, Arts and Culture and Recreation, Mr. Lebogang Maile. Executive Mayor of City of Johannesburg, Mr. Dada Morero. Deputy Executive Mayor of the City of Johannesburg, Ms. Loyiso Masuku. Not forgetting the MECs that are with us also here today, the Director General of the province and the Program Director of the day, Mr. Edward Musue, CEO of Matthew Goniwe and Saibono, Mr. Mahlangu and Prof. Nzobi. You have to acknowledge your peers, by the way. Chief Directors, Directors and Deputy Director Generals. Esteemed colleagues, partners, distinguished guests, colleagues, proud families and friends, and most importantly, our graduating cohort for today. Good morning. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today on this Mother's Day, as we celebrate not just the culmination of determination and resilience and a shared commitment to advancing the future of our country. That's what we're doing. The youth is the future of the country. Today marks not only a celebration of achievement, but a celebration of possibility, a significant milestone in the journey of the Unemployed Youth Skills Development Initiative program, one that reflects the power of collaboration, the importance of investment in human capital, and the enduring belief that our youth are South Africa's greatest asset. To the certificate recipients, today we celebrate you. You have not only completed a program, you have demonstrated discipline, adaptability, and a willingness to grow in a rapidly evolving technical landscape. The knowledge and skills you have acquired will extend far beyond the classroom. They will shape industries, strengthen institutions, contribute meaningfully to the socio-economic development of our nation. You are stepping into a future that demands not only technical excellence, but also ethical leadership, innovation, and accountability. And I dare to say you are ready for that. The South African Institute of Electrical Engineers is proud to have played a role in this journey. Our involvement in initiatives such as the one we are here for today, the Unemployed Youth Skills Development Initiative, is rooted in a clear and unwavering mandate to advance the practice of electrical engineering and to strengthen the ecosystem that supports it. As a voluntary association with a long-standing legacy, SAIE recognizes that sustainability of our sector depends directly on the quality, readiness, and integrity of its people. Through our participation, we aim to bridge the gap between academic learning and industry expectations, ensure that emerging practitioners are equipped with both technical competencies and ethical grounding, contribute to a pipeline of skilled individuals capable of addressing South Africa's most pressing infrastructure and energy challenges that we know of, that's still very clear in our minds. This program is a powerful example of what can be achieved when the government, institutions, industry, and professional bodies work together with a shared vision. The importance to South Africa's skills base of this program is such that we as a country face a well-documented skills challenge, particularly in critical and scarce fields such as engineering, technology, and infrastructure development. Programs like the YSDI are not optional. They are essential because they strengthen the national skills base by preparing certificates for immediate and meaningful contribution. They enhance employability by providing practical exposure and industry-relevant competencies. And we also need to disclose that not only employability, but by employability, people can also self-employ, by the way. They support transformation by creating access and opportunity for a diverse cohort of artisans. And they build capacity in sectors that are fundamental to economic growth: energy, construction, telecommunications, and beyond. In essence, every certificate here today represents more than an individual success story. You represent progress. You represent capacity. You represent the future of South Africa's engineering and technical landscape. With this achievement comes responsibility. As you move forward in your careers, I encourage you to commit to lifelong learning, because the world you are entering will not stand still. Technology always advances. Uphold the highest standards of professionalism and ethics, because trust is the foundation of engineering. We trust that what the engineering that was applied here today, we will not fall, Program Director. Seek mentorship, and in time, become mentors yourself, because growth is sustained through shared knowledge. Knowledge is powerful when it's shared. Don't keep it to yourself. Engage actively with professional bodies such as the SIE to remain connected, relevant, and impactful. Your journey does not end here, and in many ways, it is only just beginning. I would like to extend sincere appreciation to the organizers, facilitators, and partners who have made this program possible. Your dedication to developing youth is an investment in the future of our country. To the families and support networks, thank you for your unwavering encouragement and belief in our certificates. Your role in their success cannot be overstated. As certificate recipients, today you receive more than a certificate. You receive a responsibility to apply what you've learned, to grow beyond what you have achieved, and to contribute to a future that is brighter, more innovative, and more inclusive. Certificates, as you live here today, carry on with you not only knowledge, but purpose. South Africa needs you. Your skills, your ideas, your innovation, and your integrity. Not forgetting that. On behalf of the South African Institute of Electrical Engineers, I congratulate each and every one of you. We are proud of your achievements and we look forward to the contributions you will make to our profession and to our nation. Go forward with confidence, lead with excellence, and build a future that reflects the very best of what we can achieve together. And to the Gauteng, to the Premier's side there, 97% success rate is nothing to be scoffed at. So to you and your office and in originating this, very well done. And program director, with those few words, that is my story, I'll stick to it.
Thank you very much, Mr. CEO. Premier, did you hear the CEO say 97% is a good celebration? So it means my paycheck is on the way. Premier, did you hear that? MEC Mamabolo, did you hear that? That they say 97% is a good achievement. So when we do that PMDS DDG, we will remember 97%. Can we put our hands together for the CEO who has just been a fantastic spokesperson for my performance. I appreciate you, man. You are a great man. I'm going to call these two recipients who are going to give us their success stories. Can they both come together, but they will speak one after the other? Can I call and invite to the podium Thapelo Gumede from Progress Comprehensive School, as well as Sbusiso Ngobo from Willow Mead, who will come and talk about the successes that they experience on this program. Do you see what this program is able to do? Look at this handsome gentleman. These are but an example of what the unemployment youth, they represent the program. Can I ask Sbu, or who wants to start first? Okay. Tapel.
It's a full house. I actually had a speech prepared, but I saw the video, I felt inspired, seeing my fellow participants and the good job they have done. For some reason, it's quite chilly today. I just remembered on the SOPA day, I met Mr. Premier, and his hands are very warm. I just thought I should get that out of the way. Program director, honored guests, mentors, and my fellow graduates, today is a good day. The hard work that we have done is finally being acknowledged. It wasn't easy. We all remember how it was being unemployed, especially as a gent. Ish, it's not easy, eh? Today, it's getting acknowledgement and, sorry, I'm getting emotional. Today is it's proof for us that who didn't give up. We continued. We finally gained skills that are relevant in society. Just something that happened a few months ago, 2 months ago. I helped my neighbor. She had a problem with her house, her 4-room house.
About this program is, I don't know where to start, because I feel like more of our young citizens can
Thank you ever so much. I mean, Premier, you have given a lifeline to young people. And what they say, they're speaking from their heart, and you can begin to see that this is Makoya. This is Makoya. There is no half stories here. Thank you, Tapelo and Spusiso, for that. Now, the person who pushed all of us and said the young people of Gauteng must be skilled. And not only did he do that, did he put his mouth, but he also said, and I remember MEC Maile was still the MEC for finance. And he said, MEC Maile, let us make sure that we appropriate funding for this program to take place. And MEC Maile obliged, and MEC Maile today is in education to come and witness that which has happened. Can we put our hands together for MEC Maile for just having given the money, but today making sure that we get the certificate? This is your program, MEC. It can't be anybody. It's your program. You gave the money today. But MEC Maile asked that instead of him coming to speak, we ask the Premier of the province, no other than Mr. Woi Woi. Woi Woi. Mr. Panyaza Lesufi, can we please put our hands together, rise, and call Panyaza Lesufi? Woi Woi. Woi Woi Panyaza, Woi Woi.
Thank you so much, Tishi. You may be seated. Sanbonan. Bakona bo mama laika. Bakona bo mama laika. Ngicela nisukumeni sinishayeleni izandla bo mama. Siyabonga. 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 Let me acknowledge our DG. DG, thank you so much for sharing the vision, monitoring it, chasing it, and realizing it. I want to acknowledge all the MECs that are here. MEC Maile, MEC Mamabolo, MEC Mazibugo. Thank you. We deliberately invited these two MECs of education and health because 80% of the budget of Gauteng government goes to education and health. And in all our hospitals, people don't complain about the quality of doctors. People complain about the quality of our hospitals. In all our schools, people don't complain about the quality of our teachers. They complain about the quality of our schools, where the ceilings are falling, electricity is not working, the chalkboard are falling, the doors are falling. MEC Maile and MEC Faith Mazibugo is responsible for hospitals. From today going forward, I'm giving you all these skills so that hospitals should function and schools should function without having problems. And that's the reason that we have invited you. The other MEC that we have invited is MEC responsible for infrastructure development. MEC Mamabulu, I don't want offices that have leaking water. I don't want infrastructure that is falling. I don't want you to tell me that you are going out for a tender for something. No longer tender. This is my tender for you to go and sit those schools in those schools. So I want to thank you for coming, Mama. Where's my A team? There is a team that I love that is, oh yes, the A team. A team, please stand up. Ladies and gentlemen that are getting your certificates, these are people that are highly qualified. These are people that will be your supervisors. These are people that will take you where the problems are. These are the people that will certify your work. These are the people that will guide you. Thank you so much, the A team. I love you. You know I love you, the A team. Yeah, when our parents keep us are pirates, but let me not go there. I want to acknowledge our partners, starting with the sector partners. CEO, thank you so much. And many other CEOs and those that are leading some sectors, we really appreciate. But I want to thank the board of Saibono and the board of Matthew Koniwe. If you can stand up, board members, and the leadership management of Saibono and Matthew Koniwe. Board members, thank you for sharing this vision with us. Thank you for sharing this vision with us. I know we might have sounded like we are imposing something to you, but today you can see your flexibility, your agility, your acceptance when we say we can't do things as usual. We need to move with speed. And both this institution moved with speed. And here are the graduates today. Thanks to you and your meetings. Thank you so much. I want to thank you and appreciate you. You know, I always say to people, you might have ideas, but if you don't have managers that can change ideas into products, ideas will remain ideas. Advocate Alison and your team, can you stand up as well? MEC Mike, this is a person that changes ideas into products. And I can identify many ideas. And I want to thank you, Alison, and your team. Thank you so much for, I know I always, when I call you, you know there's a problem of a new idea, but thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, let me thank you also for believing in us. We live in a world where trust is no longer there with government. People think, no, either they're electioneering, or they're playing with us, or they are bored. But when we asked you to come to us, you had faith. And today I'm proud that I can tell the Minister of Finance to say, Minister of Finance, keep your 350 social grant. I will not allow it in Gauteng. 2,600 of these young people will have the skills that will make them to be sustainable forever. And thanks for believing in us. It's not easy. I know. It's not easy. But let me tell you what's the idea. You can't have a country with so many young people that are unemployed. But at the same time, we have a country where infrastructure is falling. You can't have a country where we claim young people don't have skills, but we have teachers that knock off at 3 o'clock every day, and on Saturday and Sunday, they are staying at home. I want to thank the teacher formations, the teacher leadership that is here. And thank you, Ntateli Dimu, and your leadership. I said, teachers don't have to knock off early to go and watch Scheme Sam. Teachers can't stay at home when they have these valuable skills. And I want to also thank the principals. I hope they're here, and the educators, the trainers that are here. If they're here, Alison, can I have the principals, the educators, the trainers that were part of this program to also rise, if possible, so that we can acknowledge them as well. Teachers, thank you. I'm proud of you. Educators, I'm proud of you. We are going to change. We are going to change the skill set of this province through you. We are going to change the so-called unemployed youth and have employed youth in our province. There is a speed train that as Gauteng, we are going out in the market to have a speed train that will move from here to Polokwane in 67 minutes. When we build that train, ha ke batle mang a ilo hira kae, batlo hira lona to build and to be part of that process. This is what we want to do with you. And the teachers that were here, the principals that were here, and the coordinators that were part of this program. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you, thank you. We are building a future here. We are building a Gauteng that all of us will be proud. And all of you, you know, when you build something, when you do something, when you start something, doubting Thomases. Even yourself, you are here today. When it started, you didn't believe us. But today, we are going to give you a certificate to confirm that Aratlela di Papadi here, we are building a future for our young people. We are building a future that will be better. We are building a province that will ensure that everything functions. So, I said to MEC Maile, even if we are giving you certificate today, I don't want to see you in the streets. We'd have defeated the purpose. So after this, we want to send you to all our schools in Gauteng. We want you with the assistance of my 18. Sorry. We want to send you to all our schools. You are going to assess each and every school. Ceiling is sinyeile kae, pompia metsi sinyeile kae, sewer se berekile kae, welding is needed where, carpentry is needed where, so that we fix this problem using your skills, not using tenders, because tenders are creating problems for ourselves. And the thing I like is that MEC Maile, and I told him that I already like it, that he has a maintenance budget. And from the maintenance budget, we'll take just a small portion of it. So that you start now to benefit out of the skills that we've given you. And you have become part of our future. And after we're finished with schools, I'm sending you to all our hospitals in Gauteng. You go and check each and every hospital. Ceiling is sinyeile kae, paving is sinyeile kae, fencing is sinyeile kae, the ambulance di robeile kae, and we fix society together. We don't need a tender for that. You need skills for that, and you need young people to go and assist us to change their lives forever. Me and you, we have a long way to go together. And Advocate Alison, I will rather have unemployed, skilled young people rather than have unemployed, unskilled young people. So after this graduation, I want more. I want more. We are moving from 2,600. I want 5,000 now. I want 5,000. I want 5,000. So you can't have a pothole and have a school and have somebody who's unemployed. It does not make sense. And have a teacher that go and watch Scheme Sam. Will pay a teacher an extra amount to train the unemployed youth and get machines, give to unemployed youth. Instead of paying a tenderer, we pay that person to fix the potholes, and all potholes in our province will go, and all young people will have the skills and will have a future that does not have potholes in our country. That's what we need. So we are changing the landscape of our province. We are changing the skills level of our province. I can tell you I'm proud now. There is no single province that can show me the number of welders that are qualified than the number that I have in this house at the University of Johannesburg now, at this present moment. So, 18, anything that needs welding, you no longer go to Watwale Barutunyanga Basagrespan. You no longer go to Watwale Banko Matlanga Commission. You come to these young people. They will fix the problem and will have the problem fixed permanently. You know, these people, they think that they are clever. Motho a teng wa mo hira or a kwale pothole. He pula ena. Pothole. Libile maybe ke praise ke re pula ena. O mo hirila a kwale pothole. He maru a kopana ka re pula e tlona. Pothole ela ya kuleya before even pula ena. Because o batla re tlo mo hira again. The next group, Advocate Alison, I want people who will be trained to fix the traffic lights or the robot on our behalf, free of charge, because balukisa traffic light today, kalaboraro isinyeile the same traffic light. So, bane baja nako ifedile. We now have young people who will take the responsibility to build our own country, to build our own infrastructure, to build our own capacity, to ensure the future is bright for all of us. So, I want you to be part of this future. And I know there have been problems. This is maybe our 7th program. There were other programs that we launched. There were other programs that didn't succeed. There were other programs that had problems. And the reasons are simple. Some of our managers, and that's why I praise the managers of this program, some of our managers, when you start a program to benefit unemployed people, the first thing, balata bana ba bo bona ba bana ba dichomi tsa bona ko bo Eastern Cape, Limpopo, Mpumalanga. Ki tšhelete ya Gauteng must benefit people of Gauteng and must not benefit people from other areas. Secondly, some of our managers, before we explain our program, sa kitimela wa advertiser tender. And in the process, they make mistakes. I had a program that I love too much of solar technicians. MECs, maybe you remember that. That was our initiative to say all our schools, we must have people that will remove load shedding and put solar panels in our schools, in our hospitals.